800 years following his birth, Rumi is said to be the most popular author in the United States today. Scholars agree that one element of Rumi's universal appeal is his sense of inclusiveness. During Rumi's lifetime, he enjoyed especially good relations with people of diverse social, cultural, and religious backgrounds. Rumi's ability to bridge the barriers of religion and culture is one reason that UNESCO chose to honor the man who said, "I do not distinguish between the relative and the stranger." And it is one of the reasons why UNESCO has marked 2007 as the year of Rumi. It is fitting that we convene here today on Parliament Hill, in Canada's capital city, to honor Rumi in a country that also prides itself on social, cultural, and religious diversity. One need look no further than the country's constitution, including the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, for proof that Canada places supreme importance on promoting and supporting difference within a unified nation. To us in this country, it is trite to say that the Constitution is the cornerstone of Canada's legal system. Yet at a time when countries around the world are seen disregarding their own constitutions and suspending the rule of law, we have an opportunity here this evening to reflect on Canada's legal system, both its strengths and the challenges it faces, and ask the question, should we be proud? The Constitution of Canada includes not only the written constitutional text, such as the Charter, but also unwritten underlying principles. These underlying principles are a necessary part of our Constitution because issues and situations arise that are not expressly dealt with in the Constitution. To endure as a society evolves over time, its constitutional principles are what keep the ability of the country rather than rigid rules. They provide a comprehensive framework for a state system of governance and law in its evolution to adapt to changing situations and new issues. In the mid-1990s, discussion in the province of Quebec about separation from Canada led the federal government to ask the Supreme Court of Canada to answer certain questions in relation to the right of Quebec to secede unilaterally from Canada. The court answers those questions in 1998 in a decision known as the reference regarding the succession of Quebec. In its decision, the Supreme Court took the opportunity to articulate the fundamental and organizing principles that underlie Canada's Constitution: federalism, democracy, constitutionalism and the rule of law, and respect for minorities. Those principles are not exhaustive, and the court identified other important constitutional principles that include judicial independence and responsible government. So while Canada's Constitution is primarily a written one, these principles inform and sustain the constitutional text. As the court said, they are vital unstated assumptions upon which the written Constitution is based. And it would be impossible to conceive of our constitutional structure and therefore our legal structure without these principles. No one of those principles trumps or excludes the operation of the others. And the courts can use those principles to fill in gaps in the express terms of the written Constitution. They're not merely descriptive, but as the court said, they're invested with a powerful normative force and are binding upon both courts and government. So let me say a few words about each of the 5 principles. First, federalism. In a federal system of government such as ours, political power is shared constitutionally by two levels of government, the federal government and the provincial and territorial governments. Each has their own spheres of jurisdiction assigned by the Constitution, and the courts have authority to strike down laws that invade one another's jurisdiction. Federalism was a response to the underlying political and cultural realities that existed in Canada at the time of Confederation in 1867 when Canada was formed. Political and cultural realities that continue to exist today, albeit in different ways. The federal-provincial division of powers was a legal recognition of the diversity that existed among the initial members of Confederation. It manifested a concern to accommodate that diversity within a single nation by granting significant powers to provincial governments. Federalism is the political mechanism by which diversity could be reconciled with unity. The principles of federalism recognize the diversity of the component parts of federalism, of Confederation, and the autonomy of the provincial and territorial governments to develop societies within their respective spheres of jurisdiction.